Hello everyone, welcome to this new video. Today we're taking a look at my custom Funtime Freddy from Five Nights at Freddy's sister location, fully built up from Lego. Here is Funtime Freddy compared to my Springtrap. As you can see, Springtrap is way smaller compared to a minifigure. Yeah, they're towering over minifigures, I will say. I tried to make Funtime Freddy as small as possible, but I still really wanted to keep the feature of his faceplates opening up just like in the game, and trying to make that whilst also trying to keep him as small as possible gave me this skill. I was unable to make him even smaller like I was with Springtrap, but I mean it kind of makes sense because in the games the Funtime animatronics are, I'm pretty sure they are like the largest ones, except for like Music Man or something like that. They are very large. Springtrap, of course, is a spring lock suit, so the actual person is inside of that, controlling that. So that makes a little more sense that it is smaller. As you can maybe tell if you watch my Springtrap review and you now watch this video, I changed the eyes on Springtrap. Yeah, it can now stare into your soul. Which, I mean, I think is pretty cool. But that's enough for Springtrap. I've already covered him fully. Yeah, now let's take a look at Funtime Freddy. Starting off with Articulation, the jaw moves up and down, faceplates open, but I'll show you that up close in a bit. Yeah, the head's fully on a ball joint, left, right, up, down. The ears are movable because they're on clips. You can of course move the arms. They have two ball joints, one here and one right there. The hands are movable. The other arm is exactly the same except for Bonbon. Legs go up like this far. You can bend them I guess a little bit more, but you don't really need to because he's an animatronic. They're all ball jointed, so you can get some crazy poses if you wanted, but of course you're not really gonna be doing those types of poses with this type of character. Bonbon is actually removable, so if I try doing this without breaking little Bonbon, you can actually pull him off because he's just attached with two studs with a hole in it to a bar piece, and you can put him on the ground. And now he's detached just like in the game, and he is actually basically almost the size of an actual minifigure. I'm pretty sure I could make a minifigure scale Bonnie the animatronic by just giving this guy legs. That would basically just be Bonnie but minifigure scale. Would be kind of cool. It would be very abstract of course because you cannot capture any face detail in this small of a package. But it would be kind of nice to do, like trying to create minifigure scale animatronics, very abstract, but still with some details. Could be nice, could be fun. Leave a comment if you want to see that. But of course reattaching is also very easy. Just bag it back in. Oh, you gotta watch out that you don't break them off. It's pretty fragile, so you gotta watch out with him. You can also remove Freddy's hat. Doesn't really do much. And you can also remove Freddy's bow tie if you would like. Maybe trying to do some repairs. And now for the main attraction. The main highlight of this figure is of course the opening faceplates. You can just open up like this. And then have Freddy jump scare you, which is very cool in my opinion. I'm super happy with this little feature. Close up pretty alright. Freddy is detached right now from his body because, well, my tripod is still very much broken. Gotta watch out because this guy is very fragile. Pushing him on. Yes, he's already ready for the show again. Yeah, that's awesome. So my final thoughts on this guy is that I'm super happy with him, to be honest. He looks awesome, he looks cool, he looks menacing, he looks pretty much like he is supposed to in the games. Yeah, he doesn't scale too well with my Springtrap, but I already made a endoskeleton, which I will also make a video about, like right after filming this one. And he does scale pretty well with the endoskeleton, so that's nice. Yeah, I'm super happy with this figure. I'll probably make more FNAF figures later on. Maybe not immediately, although I have started working on Foxy, so that's cool. But yeah, I'm still working on a ton of different mocks, like I'm still working on Yuji and on Deku, so my anime figures are still on their way, but of course I need way more parts for those figures, so that's just gonna take way more time to actually make. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Next video will be Endoskeleton. I'll probably film it and post it right after this one, so stay tuned for that. And yeah, like, subscribe if you enjoyed this video, and you'll see me in the next one. Goodbye.